The earlier Arrow 2 missile system is currently in operation and is designed to intercept medium-range missiles such as Iran's Shihab-3 and Syrian Scud-B.
Any Iranian bombardment would have to contend with many Israeli attacks in return. Israel has the ballistic capabilities to respond to Iran. At this point, the region could witness a protracted war of long-range missiles.
The willingness of Israel and Iran to both procure and develop ever more sophisticated weaponry could create a dangerous momentum towards conflagration. And there is a great danger and fear that the confrontation would spread and draw in other countries in the region.
Our view is that an Israeli attack would be very foolish on the part of Israel, and it would not be welcomed by the United States. Any Israeli attack on Iran would be seen as enjoying America's backing, blessing, support, whatever, even if we were not involved at all. That would not be to America's interest.
If the Iranians hold the US and its allies responsible for any future Israeli attack, Iran will not only target Israel but other countries as well, meaning the Arab Gulf states and the US military bases in the Gulf. This would pitch Iran into a wider war against a group of very powerful countries.
In May 2009, French President Nicolas Sarkozy was in the United Arab Emirates to officially open a French military base there, France's first permanent base in the Gulf. The base is being seen as a reassurance to the Emirates, which, along with its other Arab neighbors, is concerned about the nuclear threat posed by Iran.
القاعدة الفرنسية القاعدة البحرية الفرنسية هتكون هي أول قاعدة.
The French naval base is the first non-US base in the region, which is significant. This means the US will not be the only country controlling the security in the Gulf.
As a military man, I do not regard the strengthening of military capabilities in the region as being against me. It's the Anglo-Saxons, more than us, who should question the establishment of a French military base in the Emirates. For us, any type of extra-regional presence is illegitimate, be it English or French.
In mid-May 2009, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited Egypt and Jordan, telling them that they needed to work with Israel to counteract the Iranian nuclear threat.
This is a wish that the Zionists pursue, but it's not one they can realize. The grounds for its realization do not exist. Furthermore, the people in the region say something different. And today I can see that the leading politicians in the region also say something different.
The Iranians have been seeking good relations, correct relations with the Arab world over the last decade and more. And I think that still appears to be still the Iranian policy, which is good. But that doesn't mean that the Arabs are not apprehensive, nervous about Iranian intentions. But that doesn't make them an ally of Israel.
For Israel to continue on this approach that everything is an existential threat, and it is sitting on over 80 or 200, our prediction is that it has over 200 nuclear weapons. And it's sitting on over 200 nuclear weapons, and still is occupying the West Bank and Arab land, and refusing to go into any negotiations, withdrawals, and many other things, and stopping settlements, etc. We don't really think that there will be any Arab support or acceptance or understanding to what it is that they're talking about, the so-called existential threat.
If this is the last resort, no other option, if there is an existential threat for Israel, and Israel would have to attack Iran, still I'm saying don't do it unless you do something else which would give you the legitimacy. And this legitimacy is peace with Syria, peace with the Arab world, and above all the creation of a Palestinian state and solving the Palestinian problem, which is an Israeli problem.
But peace with the Arabs and the creation of a Palestinian state does not appear to be top of Netanyahu's agenda. On June the 14th, 2009, the Israeli Prime Minister laid out his vision for the future of the region. He cited the threat from Iran as being Israel's primary challenge. In their first meeting since each took power, Netanyahu and US President Barack Obama grappled with rare US-Israeli differences over Middle East peacemaking and how to deal with Iran.
I think the engagement approach of Obama is reducing tensions all over. I believe the Iranians will engage Obama. I believe the Iranians are interested to deal with Obama and make a deal with Obama. Let's see whether they can agree on the terms of the bargain.
Ahmadinejad's win in Iran's disputed presidential election in June 2009 may have been a setback for Western powers hoping for a more moderate leader. The region and the world is now watching to see what lies ahead during Ahmadinejad's second term in office.
The Israeli ultimate hope is that the Americans would do it, that the Americans would attack Iran's nuclear sites if it is needed.
لدى إسرائيل قدرات عديدة.
Israel has various capabilities to hurt Iran, and in turn Iran has the ballistic missiles which could hit and seriously harm Israel.
The lesson of the Iraqi war is that military force is not the solution to essentially political problems. So my answer is we cannot afford another war because it doesn't accomplish the goals.